But there were very interesting shots in it, I thought. One of them was this thing that came out of nowhere to me, having worked up there for all those years and covered it. Insider trading by members of Congress. I mean, they must have, the wind must have come out of them when they heard that. Here's an attack. It's an attack institutionally against them, that there is some sort of insider trading going on up there where they're benefiting from their knowledge of what's going on in committee work and going off and investing quickly in some sort of day trading or whatever on stocks. I have never heard any reference to it before in my life. Anything could go on as far as I know, but to make that kind of direct shot on national television with this huge audience suggesting he knows where they live, as I said before tonight, he's got something on him he's about to use against them. I thought it was basically a preparation for a Harry Truman-style campaign this fall. He's going to run against Congress as an institution, not just the filibuster, not just the foot dragging and the scorched earth, but the institution itself, its morality. I mean, insider trading. That was tough stuff. And I wonder what he's up to, if he's got something that he's going to work on here. But I'll tell you, the members of Congress and their wives, their spouses must have heard that. And tonight when they go home, they must be saying, what's this the president's talking about? Insider trading on Capitol Hill. Do you know something about it, dear?
Chris,
I think it was a wild statement. I want to know what's behind it.
Rachel, your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
That did kind of come out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was interesting because where that came in the speech was when the president talked about the corrupting influence of money in politics. Yeah. And, of course, we all look immediately to the Supreme Court justices to say, is this going to be the second annual response on Citizens United? But instead he went to that insider trading piece. Now, that comes out of an investigative piece on 60 Minutes not that long ago, a few weeks ago, that made some really steaming allegations against members of Congress on both sides of the aisle, saying that they were essentially benefiting in private financial terms from things that they would only know because they were members of Congress. And the immediate response to that 60 Minutes piece was that there was bipartisan legislation that they would crack down on this problem. And sort of in the heat of that 60 Minutes piece, it was all of a sudden going to move very fast, and then it's petered out and it's died. But it is something on which there is supposedly bipartisan interest and bipartisan embarrassment for ethics reform. So I do think the president's calling them out, but it's another one of those things where it's a sort of perceived common sense reform to restore faith in government. Republicans and Democrats don't substantively disagree. There's no reason Congress shouldn't work well enough to get that passed.